Rob Pistilli from the Monroe County Paranormal Investigators has made some very bold claims against ghost hunters, which of course was arguably one of the biggest paranormal shows on TV at its peak, making the likes of Amy Bruni, Jason Hawes and the rest of the group incredibly popular. And what's very interesting is that Jason Hawes over on his YouTube channel has dropped a video titled Truth Matters. This was dropped yesterday, and in the description he states, "Truth and research matters. This was recorded at a presentation in Rochester, New York. The founder, Rob Pistilli, made some claims that need to be rectified." Instantly, everyone's ears pricked up because, well, everyone loves a little bit of drama in the paranormal space. This isn't drama. This isn't shots getting fired, but I guess clearing the record on Jason's behalf. But let me give you a little bit of context as to what has gone on. So the claims have been made by Rob Pistilli from the Monroe County Paranormal Investigators, and basically it was all centered on a presentation where he inaccurately allegedly stated that a professor named Andrew Davidazi, I've definitely butchered that name, I do apologise, from the Rochester Institute of Technology, wrote a scientific paper around 2014 that completely disproved the existence of orbs as paranormal phenomena. Rob then further claimed that his paper led to the cancellation of a Ghost Hunters episode scheduled to air the following Wednesday, and that the show subsequently stopped using orbs or light anomalies as evidence. Now, it's a very interesting claim to be made, of course, and this is what Jason is trying to clear up, because, of course, right there, he allegedly claims that apparently because of this paper that came out, Ghost Hunters decided to scrap an episode and then also decided to stop using orbs as evidence. Now, orbs are a huge part of paranormal investigating. A lot of people can see dust and will claim that it's orbs or whatever. And apparently it's a spirit maneuvering its way through the world. Some believe anyway. I guess it depends on what your belief system is around that kind of evidence. Now, obviously, the claims are that Andrew Davidazi, who is a professor from RIT, wrote a paper in 2014 that used a scientific method to disprove that orbs are 100%, applying it repeatedly to debunk their paranormal significance. Now, obviously, after that, he claimed about the Ghost Hunters episode being cancelled, and apparently due to this paper being released. And apparently Rob also asserted that following this event, Ghost Hunters never used orbs or light anomalies as evidence in their investigation. Now, this is very, very interesting because this has obviously led for Jason to jump on this and get involved. So he stated within his video quite a few very interesting points. Now, he starts out by talking about the importance of accurate information. So Jason emphasizes the need to correct the information in paranormal research, highlighting that misinformation can be incredibly harmful, especially when it discredits groups or individuals without evidence. In this instance, it would be ghost hunters. And then he gave a misinformation example. So he addresses a specific case where, obviously, Rob made false claims during a paid event, alleging that the professor named Andrew Davidazi disproved orbs in 2014 in a scientific paper, leading to a Ghost Hunters episode being shelved. Now, he goes on to debunk the claims. So Andrew Davidazi did not write the paper or conduct a scientific study on orbs. He had been retired for 17 years by 2008, making it impossible for him to have published such a paper in 2014. And the Ghost Hunters show never pulled an episode due to orbs, as they have been debunking orbs for decades, and Jason even says since 2000, and do not use orbs or light anomalies as evidence within the show. Now, Jason then goes on to urge individuals, particularly Rob, to verify information before presenting it to audiences, especially at paid events, to maintain credibility and avoid misleading people at paid events against shows. And then there's a broader message. So Jason also encourages deeper investigation into claims, whether about orbs, demonic hauntings, or possession, to uncover the truth rather than accepting statements from at face value. And then he does emphasize that this is not a attack or critique on Rob and its or his team, but he calls for accuracy within paranormal research. So of course, he's trying to clear up the misconception that he believes has been made by Rob. And he's basically pleading to Rob to try and do a little bit better, it would seem. So let's have a little listen to what Rob had to say, and then it will kind of get into it. So this was on August 20th, 2025 at Union Tavern in Rochester, New York.
Quick history on orbs for anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about. Anybody know what orbs are? Like those little lights? Okay. So there was a professor at RIT. His name was Andrew Davidazzi. He is still there. He is still teaching. And he has we have contacted him, and he said anytime we want to talk to him, we can, and then we just never get a chance to hook up. But this was around 2014 or so. He wrote a paper completely disproving orbs. 100% completely disproving them, taking like scientific, method and applying it over and over and over again, completely disproving orbs. So at the time, Ghost Hunters, they were going to air an episode. Dr. Davidazzi posted his article online on a Friday. They had an episode that was due to air the following Wednesday. They've never shown that episode. That episode was shelved, and it's never been shown. And to this day, Ghost Hunters does not use orbs or light anomalies as evidence. They will not. So there was a professor.
So then Jason obviously goes on to break it down and disprove it. I'm not going to show that part because I want to, maintain a little bit of credibility, or not credibility, but of, go to the source. Go and check out Jason's video if you want to check out his full critique, because obviously I've kind of glazed over the topic, kind of giving you a bit of a summary. But if you want the nitty-gritty and the breakdown, it's only a 6-minute video from Jason, so obviously, he's punching to the point in it. So it is definitely worth you going and checking it out if you are intrigued. But obviously it raises larger questions, and that's the whole point of the video, is it raises larger questions, not just to Rob Pistilli, but also to everybody who is, I guess, doing paranormal research or any kind of research online. You have to be credible. You have to really research the topic and get into and understand what it is that you're putting out there before you make these claims, because it could come back to bite you on the arse. It's happened to a lot of people. It's happened to me in the past when I've made claims, or I've gone off of other people's research who clearly aren't able to research, and I've not done the research or due diligence myself, and it's come back to bite me in the arse, and I've had to apologise to a few people for that, even on this channel. So, obviously you need to keep your nose to the ground with this kind of thing, and you need to follow the sources that you trust. But what do you guys think? Was Jason in the right, or what did Rob Pistilli have a point? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below, respectfully. While you're down there, jump scare the hell out of that like button and subscribe, and until next time, I'll speak to you later. Peace.